What's going on, everybody? I'm Tank, and this is another episode of Roadie Reactions. Today's reaction video is actually coming at the request from a lot of you in the YouTube community. And I got a lot of comments saying, hey, you've probably heard this band a bunch before, but if you didn't know, they have a couple new singles out, and you should check it out. Now, the funny thing about that, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think I've ever listened to this band before. And I know that might be surprising because there are a lot of metalcore bands that I like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of those bands I like have toured with these guys and are friends with them because I've heard their name a million times. I know they've been around for a while. In fact, I think I have some touring friends that may have toured with them before. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. But like I said, to the best of my knowledge, this is the first time I'm going to be checking them out, and I'm kind of excited because if it's a band that I like, there's like years worth of songs to go back and listen to. Now, the song that we're going to be checking out was just released a few weeks ago, right on the heels of another one that was released just before that. And from what I understand, they are working on a brand new album. Now, the details of that album, couldn't find anything out. I don't know if there's anything released. I couldn't find a title. I couldn't find a release date. But I think it's safe to assume that the two new singles that they have will probably be on whatever new album they're working on. And if that's the case, and I like this, might be another album I'm going to be pre-ordering the second it comes out. But as always, I will link this original music video in the description below. And today, for the very first time ever, to the best of my knowledge, I'm checking out Memphis May Fire with their brand new single, Death Inside. Let's go. Okay, what was that? Oh, flashing lights. Okay, there's your warning. If you have a problem with flashing lights, you probably don't want to watch this. It's kind of cool that they did that. I've been seeing bands do that a lot. Good on them.
Changing. All these voices telling me that I should embrace it. Never seen its eyes, I don't think I can face it. Oh, it's getting closer now. I can't take it, I feel what I've wasted. Days gone by like erasing the pages. Pain so real that I think I can taste it. It's getting closer. No, I see the hourglass.
Oh, I want to lead back into that, but first impression, this recording sounds phenomenal. Specifically, the tones on everything are killer. The guitar tone grabbed me first. I'm probably biased because I'm a guitar tech, but that tone is super sick. The drum tones also sound phenomenal. Bass is punching through. It's a great mix. This is a good start. Vocals are really crisp and clean. This is good so far, man. Let's go back in.
Wasted. Days gone by like erasing the pages. Pain so real that I think I can taste it. It's getting closer. No, I see the hourglass flipped upside down. Tell me what is the meaning if I'm barely breathing when the clock runs out. I fight the feeling that's been growing underneath. I can't deny that this is death inside of me.
Great vocal harmonies.
And never reached the
Great halftime. All right.
inside of my head. Like demons feed on what is yet to be. Death inside of me.
For me, this is like right in my wheelhouse for like 2006 to 2010 Tank. Like, I listened to a lot of stuff that sounded like this, man. Right away, I can tell you, like, this is Warped Tour metalcore for sure. I guarantee you these guys have done at least like 5 or 6 years of Warped Tour. In this vein, I bet that they've done a lot of tours with like Of Mice and Men, We Came as Romans, Bless the Fall. There's a little bit of like a Static Lullaby in there too, influence-wise. Like, This is the sound I really, really liked in my early 20s when I was kind of into that Warped Tour scene, but it was a really quick phase, and that's probably why I'm really not familiar with this band. Now, the one thing I want to point out that I think is really cool about the video itself is that all the screens in the background, at least to my eye, appear as though they're actually on. With a lot of music videos like this, it's easier to green screen stuff like that and to digitally edit it, but you can see that the way that the light is reflecting off of some of the other players and the floor and the instruments and stuff like that, it appears like all those screens are on. So that was probably a lot of time that was put into that to figure out what they were doing and stuff like that. Unless video editing is more complex and people were able to add the lighting effect afterwards and I'm just an idiot. But I love videos like this because I get to see the whole band perform and see what they're all about. And it's great. I like this. This is like, sounds great and it's fun. It's got a good upbeat feel. Let's keep going.
Inside of my own head, my demons feed on what is yet to be. Death's inside of me. My heart is pounding, fear is surrounding. Don't wanna take for granted everyone that's around me, but if I let them in, it's in my phone when they drown me. Oh, I see the end in sight. I need grounding, a break from the doubting, 'cause I can't help but think they might be better without me. I wonder when I'm going, what they'll be saying about me. I see the end in sight. And there's the hourglass, flipped upside down. Tell me what is the meaning if I'm barely breathing when the clock runs out. I fight the feeling that's been growing under.
What a great chorus.
I can't deny that this is death inside of me. Will I give up and never reach the end? Get lost inside of my own head. My demons feed on what is yet to be. Death's inside of me.
All right, before this bridge, I'm going to do one massive just gear rundown right now. But again, the thing that I really want to applaud this is whoever mixed this. It's incredible, man. These guitar tones are fat as and you can hear the bass punching through. The drum tones that I'm really loving are that really pushed up kick and snare where you can hear everything. It really kind of like makes everything stand out, like with the punchiness on a lot of the guitar riffs and stuff, and it's awesome. So right off the bat at the start of the video, I noticed that their drummer looks like he's using all Zildjian cymbals. And of course, we've talked about Zildjian a ton on this channel because they are the biggest manufacturer of cymbals in the entire world. And in a couple of years, that company is going to be celebrating their 400th year anniversary as a company. It's insane. And then drum kit wise, their drummer's using Truth drums, which I don't know if I've seen on this channel yet doing reactions, but I did tech for a drummer once years ago that was a sponsored artist of Truth drums. And they were a really popular company in like the Christian rock and Christian metal touring industry. But I haven't seen them in years. I don't know a ton about their company, but Truth drums. That's about it. Bass player very noticeably is using a Ernie Ball Music Man Stingray. And it appears that he's using the HH configuration, which is the double humbucker, which I love those, man. Those Stingrays with the double humbucker configuration have such a sick tone. It's super punchy. And the Stingray itself is one of the most iconic basses ever. They've been being produced since the 70s. Tons of different artists use them. And it's a very common bass that you'll see. And even their midline, the Sterlings, have a Stingray that you see all the time as well. Now on to the guitar player. I am not 100% sure what kind of guitar he's playing. I've been back and forth a few times in my head. I can clearly tell that the body design of the guitar is based off of a Telecaster. It's very similar, but I haven't seen anything really standing out that tells me what company it is. At first, my brain went to Schecter, but then based on the headstock, I was thinking it can't be, and it might be like a Kessel, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll look up some information and hopefully we can have that in here. And then vocally, you guys know I'm not a vocal coach, but I love this guy's voice. It's really good. He can go really he can transition very smoothly between his clean vocals and his harsh stuff, and it's not too harsh. It's really good. Let's just finish this whole thing out, man. I'm curious to see what this bridge gives us. Oh, yeah?
No say when the Reaper talks, go. When the Reaper talks.
Oh, that's it? That was a fast fucking breakdown. I want to hear it again, though.
The blood talks, 'cause we got no say when the Reaper talks, go.
Their guitar player's doing some work, man. Their drummer's also doing some really good placed fills. All right. All right. I think I'm sold. Let's go talk about it. So after sitting here for a second and kind of thinking about it, I don't think this was the sound that I was expecting going into this. I know that these guys are in the metalcore scene, and I think I was expecting like more harsh vocals, more breakdown parts, less busy instrumentals from the band members. But this was really cool, man. I really liked the musicianship of the actual band members, and the singer has a great voice. I really like it. Super catchy chorus with some great harmonies, a quick little breakdown in the middle. Like, this is fun, man. This reminds me and throws me back to like the mid to late 2000s when I was into more bands like this. You get some of the pop punk influence, you get some of the post-hardcore influence into it as well. I'm highly intrigued, man. I really liked this, and I know they just released another single like a month ago, so I might have to throw that in the rotation on here and check it out, man. And hopefully, whenever this new album of theirs gets announced, we'll get some more music as it gets closer to that date, because I would love to check out more from this band. And if there's anybody watching that is familiar with this band and has liked them for a while, if there's any other songs that you guys think I would really dig, drop them in the comments, man. I would love to take a trip back and check out some of this band's older stuff. So thank you guys once again for the recommendation and for watching. And if this is your first time here, feel free to click subscribe. I release new videos all the time. Subscribing is free and it helps the channel out a ton. If you liked this video, I would greatly appreciate the like, as that also helps the channel. But if you disliked it, no big deal, man. Thank you very much for your time. You are free to click dislike if you didn't like it. I'm also on a ton of different social media. I have a Discord server I hang on. I have a Twitch that I stream on. And if any of you guys are interested in that, I'll throw links in the description below. My handle on everything social media related is @TankTheTech. Thank you so very much for watching. I will be back very soon with another episode of Roadie Reactions.